Assalamu alaikum. Now we're going to read Al-Muzzammil, which translates to he that has wrapped himself up. I wonder what this one could be about. Bismillah, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. With the name of Allah, the most gracious, the ever merciful. O you that have wrapped yourself up in robes of prophethood, stand up in prayer at night except for a small portion of it. Half of it you may, however, reduce it a little, or prolong it a little more, and keep on reciting the Quran distinctly and thoughtfully well. Verily, we are soon going to charge you with the enormous and important responsibility of conveying to people the message of your Lord. Verily, getting up at night for prayer is the most effective means of subduing oneself and the most upright way to acquire firm control over one's actions and speech. Indeed, you have a long chain of engagements during the day. Therefore, extol the name of your Lord and devote yourself to him with exclusive and sincere devotion. He is the Lord of the East and the West. There is no other, cannot be, and will never be one worthy of worship but he. Therefore, take him as disposer of your affairs, pulling your full trust in him. And patiently persevere in the face of all that these enemies say, and withdraw from them in a graceful manner. Leave me to deal those who belie the truth and who are possessors of ease and plenty, and give them little respite. We have a variety of fetters ready to bind them with, and a raging fire to throw them into, and food that chokes, and woeful punishment. That punishment will befall them on the day when the earth and the mountains shall quake, and the mountains shall crumble into heaps of sand dunes. O people, we have indeed sent a great messenger, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, to you, who is a witness over you, just as we sent Moses, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, a messenger towards Pharaoh. But Pharaoh disobeys the messenger, so he seized him with a terrible punishment, so that all of you be on your guard against such an attitude. But if you also disobey the messenger, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, sent to you, how will you then guard yourselves from the calamity of the day, which will turn even children prematurely gray-headed, and because of which the heavens shall be sent asunder? This is the promise of God. Remember, his promise is bound to be fulfilled. Verily, this Quran is a reminder, therefore let him who will follow the way leading towards his Lord. Surely your Lord knows that you remain standing, so to say night prayers for nearly 2/3 of the night, and sometimes half or 1/3 of it. And so does a party of those of your disbelieving companion, or of your believing companions who are with you. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala determines the night and the day. Sometime in the night nights are long, and sometimes they are short, and sometime the day and the night are equal. He knows that you, the Muslims in general, will not be able to keep up so long a vigil to say night prayer. He has therefore turned to you with mercy. Recite then as much of the Quran in your night prayer as is easily possible. He knows that some of you may be taken ill, and others may be moving about in the land seeking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's bounty, and still others who may be fighting for the cause of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, O Muslims, recite as much of the Quran as easily possible for you. You shall, however, observe prayer regularly 5 times a day in all events, and go on presenting the zakat, and set apart a goodly portion of your possessions to give for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And whatever good you send on before yourselves, you will find it with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as the best of things, meriting the greatest reward, and seek protection of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Verily, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is all protecting, ever merciful. MashaAllah.